Let me tell you something important. Life is not just about being busy. It's not just about running from one task to the next, like a machine that never stops. Life is about results. Life is about joy. Life is about meaning. If you don't feel joy, if you don't feel meaning, then even if you do 1,000 things in a day, it won't matter. You'll still feel empty. There's a method I call RPM. It means results, purpose, and massive action plan. But don't worry about the fancy name. What it really means is this: if you want to live a better life, you have to stop asking, "What do I have to do?" and instead ask, "What do I really want? What result am I going after?" That simple question changes everything. Because most people spend their lives reacting. They wake up and go straight into reaction mode. They answer texts. They check emails. They deal with what their boss wants, what their family wants, what friends demand. Their whole life becomes about reacting to everybody else's needs. And let me ask you, if you live only reacting to other people's demands, whose life are you really living? Yours? Or theirs? This is the trap most people fall into. They let 3 things control their focus. 1. Fear, they think about what they're afraid of, what could go wrong. 2. Pleasure, they run to little quick escapes, like food, TV, scrolling on the phone. 3. Demands of others, whoever shouts loudest gets their attention. And if that's how you live, you'll never feel in charge. You'll feel like a puppet being pulled by strings. That's why asking, "What do I want? What's the result I'm committed to?" gives you back your power. Now, let's talk about something we all complain about: time. We all say, "I don't have enough time." But let me tell you the truth, time is not the real problem. Think about it. 10 hours can feel like 2 minutes if you're in love, if you're excited, if you're doing something you enjoy. On the other hand, 10 minutes can feel like 10 years if you're bored, stuck, or unhappy. Haven't you had both experiences? So what is time, really? Time is emotion. Time is how you feel in the moment. That's why when you manage time, you're really managing your emotions. You're managing meaning. And focus is power. Where you put your focus, your energy flows. But here's the problem: in today's world, so much is coming at us: messages, news, social media, information. It's overwhelming. And when people feel overwhelmed, do they take more action? No. They freeze. They delay. They say, "I'll do it later." But later never comes. Tomorrow never comes. And every time you promise yourself you'll do something and then don't do it, what happens to your confidence? It goes down. You lose trust in yourself. And when you lose trust in yourself, it spreads into other parts of life, not just work, but relationships, health, even happiness. So how do we fix this? We need to learn how to chunk. Chunking means grouping information and tasks into small, simple pieces your brain can handle. See, science says your brain can only handle about 7 things at a time, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. If you overload it with too many details, you'll quit before you start. So chunking is about making things simple. Let me give you an example. Let's say you want to get healthy. If you think, "I have to change my diet, work out 5 days a week, sleep better, drink more water, cut sugar, do meal prep, join a gym, track calories," guess what? You'll get overwhelmed and do nothing. But if you chunk it and say, "Step 1, walk for 20 minutes a day. Step 2, drink more water. Step 3, eat 1 more vegetable each meal," suddenly it feels possible. That's chunking. Change is never about ability. It's always about motivation. If you want something badly enough, you'll find the time. You'll find the way. If your reason is strong enough, you will act. Think about it. If someone told you that you'd get $1 million if you worked out every day for a year, would you miss a day? No way. You'd do it. Why? Because your reason would be massive. So the secret is this: know what you want, know why you want it, and then chunk it into simple steps so you don't overwhelm yourself. Let me share a story. Years ago, I worked with a woman who felt like she never had enough time. She had 3 kids, a full-time job, and aging parents to take care of. Every day she woke up already stressed. She told me, "I don't even have a minute for myself." I asked her, "What's the result you really want in your life right now?" She paused and said, "Peace. I just want peace." That was powerful. Because what she was chasing wasn't just more hours in the day. What she really wanted was to feel peace. Once we understood that, we built a simple plan. 10 minutes of meditation before the kids woke up. A 15-minute walk at lunch. Saying no to 3 things every week that drained her energy. Did she suddenly have more hours? No. But because she focused on the result, peace, and chunked her steps, her whole life shifted. She felt calmer, lighter, more fulfilled. That's the magic of RPM. It's not about doing more. It's about creating more meaning with what you do. Here's another story. A man came to me and said, "I want to start my own business, but I don't have time." I asked, "What's the result you're after?" He said, "Freedom. I don't want to answer to a boss anymore." That's powerful. So we chunked his dream into steps, 1 hour every morning before work to plan his business. 1 product to test in 30 days. 1 customer to serve that month. Step by step, his business grew. If he had looked at the whole mountain, he would have quit before climbing. But chunking made it possible. Now let's talk about something deeper. What happens when you break promises to yourself? Every time you say, "I'll eat healthy tomorrow," and then don't, you weaken your own belief in yourself. Every time you say, "I'll save money next month," and then don't, you chip away at your confidence. This is dangerous. Because the relationship you have with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship. If you don't trust yourself, how can you expect others to trust you? So start with small wins. Keep little promises. If you say you'll walk for 10 minutes today, do it. If you say you'll drink 2 glasses of water, do it. Over time, those small wins build massive confidence. Remember, time is emotion. If you don't like how time feels, you have to change the meaning you give to what you're doing. For example, 2 people can do the same job. One says, "This job is boring. It's just a paycheck." The other says, "This job allows me to feed my family and grow my skills." Same work, different meaning, different emotions. Meaning creates emotion. Emotion creates life. So how do you take back your focus? Start with 3 questions every morning. 1. What do I really want today? 2. Why does it matter to me? 3. What's one simple step I can take right now? Those 3 questions bring you back to your power. They stop you from reacting to fear, quick pleasure, or other people's demands. Life is short. You don't want to reach the end of your days and realize you lived everyone else's plan but not your own. You want to feel fulfilled. You want to feel joy. And that comes from clarity. So remember this. 1. Ask what result you want, not just what you have to do. 2. Give it strong meaning, a purpose that drives you. 3. Chunk your steps into simple pieces so you don't get overwhelmed. 4. Keep promises to yourself, even small ones. 5. Take back your focus. That is the way to manage your time, your emotions, and your life. That is the only way to live with purpose.
Please like and subscribe for more videos.